Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geelong Zone. This is Kyri, and as well, the founding father of the YouTube channel, Coach Lucas, as well. We are going to unpack what has been round 7 of the 2026 AFL season, but also the ANZAC round, however you want to call it. But yeah, let's tuck it all in. Firstly, on Thursday night, it was the Western Bulldogs hosting the Sydney Swans at Marvel Stadium. What was their 10th anniversary of the 2016 Premiership. If that was any more motivation for such an undermanned Bulldogs side, unfortunately, it wasn't to be for them. We all knew Sydney were going to absolutely romp in and not just take the 4 points, but just absolutely dominate in all areas of the ground. Basically, it was the Charlie Curnow show for this one. He kicked 7 goals too. No Goulden, no Isaac Heaney, no worries.
Yep.
This Sydney team just keeps pulling through, and why they are one of the standouts of the competition at the moment. And yeah, for the Bulldogs side, from what they looked like a premiership contender in the first month of the season, starting at 4-0, they now slipped to 4-3. Lucas, what's your thoughts on this one, mate?
Yeah, another game where they've won without Heaney and Gordon. Dean Cox, the Sydney coach, early in the year said that, we need to start winning games when our big players are out, which is they didn't do last year. If you remember when Gordon had his horrible injury run, they just capitulated, and they actually won games when they got him back, along with Roy Bottom as well. So they're now winning games without Heaney and now Gordon. I think Heaney's okay. I think he was just a rest thing. So that's a big positive side for Sydney. The game itself just completely smashed them. We know the Dogs are undermanned. We understand that. But this was really not a contest after quarter time, with all due respect. Premiership reunion they could have done with some of those players on the ground today, including Boyd. But Johannesson, I think Johannesson won that Norm Smith medal on that day as well, I think. So they could have done with him as well off the halfback flank. But no, Sydney completely smashed them on the outside.
Charlie Curnow, nearly even Stevens with the uncontested ball here as well. And we know the Bulldogs, they do have some grunt in the midfield too. But even without Liberatore, nearly there in the contested ball as well. I'm quite surprised with that. Yeah.
The one positive for the Bulldogs is that Treloar got through it uninjured. We know he has a horrible run with injury, Adam Treloar. So at least that's one sort of positive for them they can take out of it. He did play a fair chunk of this game, Adam Treloar. Got through it okay. I think he did well, actually, to be fair. Got a couple of touches. So that's one positive. But it was the Charlie Curnow show. Undersized. They had no defenders there down there back Footscray. He took full advantage of that. You still have troubles with his kicking. He's still having trouble with his kicking, but he was much better this game.
Yeah, I think Buku Kamas was on him as well. It's like he's had a nightmare last couple of weeks, first with Jezza and now with Curnow. And if I do my maths correctly, how many did Jezza kick against the Bulldogs? About 11. So
10, yeah.
Yeah, 10, 11. So about 17, 18 goals the last couple of weeks. So if I were Buku Kamas, good grief. But and he's had a good start to the season as well. So gee whiz.
But he's not one of those defenders. He's a bit of a Kamas. He's a bit of a halfback flanker. He has no business taking on the first defence of key forwards like Jezza, Charlie Curnow. He's a run and gun halfback flanker. So that was a huge mismatch. But they've got nothing else. The Dogs, they had nothing else. There was no Rory Lobb. He was injured. So they just had nothing there. So all the best, mate. But yeah, wasn't going to work. And as you said, their midfield, they still had the Bot in there. The Bot did what he tried to do. I think he had a couple of goals, 25 touches. But yeah, one player can't do it all. You need some help. They had no help. Smashed 100%. On the outside. Sydney's running game has been very impressive this year. Very, very impressive under Dean Cox. So he's transformed them into a winning team that can now win without their big players, which is a hell of an improvement. And with all due respect, look at that 18 goals, 18. They should have really won by more. Could have won by 100 points.
Absolutely. But I wonder if the roof was the roof open for this one as well?
I believe it was because it wasn't raining.
Yeah, but look, impressive win by the Swans, but it seems to be a struggle for the Bulldogs. But the good news, I heard on SEN this morning that Aaron Norton, freakish injury during the game, but he appears unscathed. Correct. Don't take it as a gospel of truth. Don't take us as truth, people. I'll check my facts, but I think Aaron Norton, he
hasn't been out,
okay, and no serious damage, thankfully, as well.
Amazing that's amazing. Yeah. When I saw that on TV, I thought, "Fuck, that's a broken neck." Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's going to be set to play Freo on Friday night, so he's all good to go.
Incredible. Just absolutely incredible. That just counting his lucky stars. He should buy a lottery ticket. He'll win that. But unbelievable. He walked away from that because he actually got up 2 seconds later, didn't he? He actually got up 2 seconds later, which is actually incredible. So he wasn't even concussed. That is a freak of nature. That either side, like one centimeter to left or right, that could have easily been a broken neck. He's a very lucky man. And luckily, he fell the right way because he got up unscathed. So, very, very lucky on that. You actually before you do, you made a good point with the roof. I'm not sure the Dogs would like that. I'm not sure it come a finals time. If Dogs do get a game at Marvel, I'm not sure they'd like a open roof, to be fair. I don't think it would suit. I think the closed roof under Marvel suits their style. This is not why they lost. So this is not tie areas from Arsenal who blame the rain. But I'm just saying that they wouldn't be that happy if the roof was open in the final. I think they'd want that closed.
Chances are it's going to be at the MCG anyway, because when was the last time we had a final at Marvel Stadium as well?
I don't remember.
It'll be at the MCG anyway, whether they host a home final. So we can't get a home final at GMHBA. So if they make it as well, if they make it too, because like I said, 4-0, top of the ladder. They looked like they were absolutely ready for top four, but it just hasn't to be 3 losses on the trot for the Bulldogs. We move on to the next game, Friday night footy. Let me go back to my browser. Hang on. Oh, geez. Now the AFL website's having a stuff up. There we go. Let's go back. Okay, the ANZAC Eve game, Richmond versus Melbourne. I didn't watch this one, but we all knew what was going to happen. Richmond were going to put up a valiant effort early in the game, which I saw. I was out and about, so I was able to see it the flat screen, saw it at times. But we all knew Melbourne were just going to come back. Kasiah Pickett, he's playing an absolute another level at the moment, and back-to-back wins for the Demons. They're looking pretty good. We know it's Richmond, but I think they're the real deal. I absolutely think they are. Yeah.
I thought this game was a test for Melbourne because I said to you a couple of days before that, I said, where do we see Richmond getting its first win? And I said maybe Melbourne. That Essendon game they dropped. It didn't really convince me. But at the MCG, they've turned this place into a fortress. They're undefeated there. They've bet big teams. They've bet the 2 Queensland teams. So they are turning that into a fortress. And what I've noted with Kyri is also their ball movement is very, very good. Very attacking. And I think the only couple of times where I think in every game they've won, they've hit 100 points. The only times where they didn't hit 100 is against Freo and Perth. We know they're pushing for top 4, so that's a different kettle of fish. Fremantle managed to shut down their ball movement and their corridor play. But apart from that, and Essendon, that was a very shocking game by their standards. That was a bit of an upset. That was, or a long upset. But look, Richmond did really well. Did really well in the first 2 quarters. Give them credit. They did show something. I know they haven't won a game yet, but compared to other teams, like we'll get into like West Coast, at least they're not getting blown. They're not losing very badly. They're in a lot of games. Richmond probably should have bet Carlton. So they are improving, but again, the problem is they can't play 4 quarters. If they can play 4 quarters, they'll be a lot more competitive than what they are. Yeah. Melbourne did what they had to do in the end. Pretty flawless after pretty flawless performance after halftime. But yeah, not much into that one.
Yeah, I mean, and from a Richmond perspective as well, yeah, you could see what they're trying to do with their young players and all of that. But do you feel like the pressure is absolutely mounting on Adamuze, and if he's the actual man to lead this rebuild?
He's trying to play. He's basically trying to play what Melbourne are doing, but their players are not there yet. They're not that level. Melbourne have got a couple of years on them. Even without Petrarca and Oliver, those players were still there with him. So with those 2 players. So yeah, they're trying to play a style. I can see what they want to do. They want to try to get corridor. They've got some good players like Sam Laylaw, but they're Prestia has been very disappointing. I know he's managed to stay injury-free, but his kicking efficiency is appalling for a multiple-time premiership player. Very uncharacteristic of him because literally his kicking is the best thing about him, along with his clearance work. So he's been very poor with his kicking efficiency. Toronto's been okay, but we expect a little bit more than okay from Toronto. So Tom Lynch has been okay when the ball gets down there, he kicks his goals. But yeah, their senior players are kind of letting them down at times, but they're playing a style that the kids they're not at that level yet. So and when you lose badly week after week, they're not West Coast levels. At least they're not losing by 100 points. They are in a lot of games. The Port game, as bad as that game was, at least they were in there till halftime. So they are getting a sniff. They just haven't got the talent yet to go for 4 quarters. I think Uze probably needs time. As I said, wait a year or 2, get these players developing because they've got a lot of high draft picks. Don't forget, by finishing bottom of the ladder. If not, then probably you need to look at the coach and say, this game style isn't working. Probably time for new ideas.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I think we all knew Richmond were going to, stink up the cop for these couple of years, and that's the cost of absolutely blowing up your roster and all of that. You bring all of these kids in. Most of them played under 50 AFL games. Patrick Rechko, let's talk about him, former Geelong player. We predominantly played in the VFL last year. Never played a senior AFL game with us. I'll get his stats. I'll see what he got, but ended up with a 26. 500 meters gained.
He was really solid.
Yeah, I thought he was quite good. He's taken his opportunity and all of that. Yeah, look, you hate to see one of your ex players, go and dominate, but. Yeah, he just couldn't crack it to the side, but I'm very happy seeing him taking his opportunities at another club as well.
Well, it's a bit like the Jordan Clark situation. We didn't really have room for him. We tried him a couple of games. He goes to Fremantle. He's one of their best players. Won the Derby, or whatever you call it, Showdown Derby medal last week. Now, I'm not saying he's going to turn into Jordan Clark. That's way too early, but it looks like he can find the ball. He's not out of place. When I did watch him, my initial reaction was he didn't look out of place one bit. He knew what he was doing. And that's literally a good start when you're playing AFL footy.
Yeah, which he had in the VFL for us as well, quite a few times. Yeah, for a 19, 20-year-old kid, for him to rack up the ball, put up these sort of numbers. Yeah, he must be doing something right as well. And we know Sam Lawler. We know he's going to be a gun. It's just all about him staying on the park and all of that. But other than that, look, give it a couple of years. But yeah, if it's not happening by even next year at least, then questions going to have to be asked for the Tigers. Yeah, we talked about Melbourne. Look, impressive win for them. And it'll probably lead to, well, I'll probably lead you to this after the Anzac Day game as well. Probably ask, do we need to change up the teams and all that? But we'll talk about that after the Collingwood Essendon Day game, because beforehand we have the Hawthorn and Gold Coast game at Tasmania. Yeah, we all knew what was going to happen there. Gold Coast can't play outside of Gold Coast, and Hawthorn in Tassie. It's like, what do you call it? What's a team in world sport? You just don't want to absolutely play at the moment.
Gold Coast in Darwin, I think we're trying to.
I didn't mean in AFL terms, but some college football sort of thing. If Ethan was on here, he'd absolutely know. So, but yeah, we all knew they were going to win this one.
It's like playing Real Madrid in a Champions League final. They just don't lose them.
Yeah, somehow you're choking them at the moment, but but basically like the second leg at Anfield. Oh wait, that didn't work either. But anyway, yeah, Hawthorn did what they had to do. Gold Coast did give him a sniff. I think it was midway through the third quarter, and Sam Mitchell gave him an absolute spray.
Another one,
and somehow it worked. Carl Amon leading disposal getter for the Hawks. Petrarca got his usual 28. Jack Gunston 5 goals 4. Gee whiz, yeah, he's could have had a massive day. Where's your man, the Wizard? Here he is. 2 goals 1, 14 disposals. I don't know if he was thrown into the midfield at times as well, but he kicks his goals. He's always that X factor sort of talent, Nick Watson. So, but Jabari Ugle-Hagan played his first AFL game in 12 months as well. Got himself a goal there. Who else? Where's Matt Rao? Matt Rao, a bit quiet. Got 18. Quiet from his standards. Anderson got 31. But yeah, I think Gold Coast are going to become good. Are going to have a good season, but questions have to be asked because we know they can do it at the Gold Coast, but can they do it outside? And that simply hasn't been the case at the moment.
It's another. There's no Petrarca either. Petrarca didn't play this game. He actually did. Sorry, he did. He was non-existent then. Because I didn't notice him one bit, so he must have had one of his quieter games of the year. Because he literally gets around 30 touches, kicks the 2 to 3 goals. Hawthorn blew them away early. Blew them away. They did it to him twice in the game. Now Hawthorn dominated 3 out of 4 quarters. Gold Coast kicked 6 in a row, and they came back during halftime, third quarter. And Sam Mitchell gave him a hell of a split. It's the second time Sam Mitchell's gave his team a spray. Usually it doesn't work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This is twice he's now done that. I think the other one was the Port game, where he went to task on them as well, and they somehow got over the line. So he threw he throws Whittle back. During the Port game, he threw Sicily and Battle, out of all people, the two backmen down forward. I had one of those garden spiders crawl on my leg. We're talking about that. Case surrendering, when you live in the country and you're surrounded by dirt in a new establishment, you get those kind of spiders. I had one crawl on my leg. But yeah, he's all right. He's slowly walking away in the corner. For the sake of the show, I'll stay on here. I'll let him go. What game's this? Oh, yeah, the Hawthorn. Yeah, right, Hawthorn and Gold. Yeah. So Sam Mitchell gave him a spray. They kicked away, put a Whittle down back this game, put a Wizard in the midfield. It worked again. So he's a problem solver, Sam Mitchell. He does try a few things. You remember in the prelim where he put Jaff in the ruck, and we thought, what the hell was that about?
I do actually, yeah.
He did actually well. Then they went out of leg. So he's a problem solver. As far as Gold Coast goes, they just can't play out of Gold Coast. We said Freo's the flat track bully. We might have to give that to now the Suns. They just can't win out of the northern states, Darwin and Queensland. Darwin. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if you want to win the flag, you got to win in the eastern states, especially the MCG.
If Brisbane could do it, you got to do it. You got to do it as well. Like, we called years ago Brisbane the Gabba Merchants. Well, they couldn't even do it in the COVID years when the grand final was at the Gabba. But to their credit, they did it. They did it twice in a row. But yeah, at the end of the day, premierships are won at the MCG. And that's what it's going to have to be. But yeah, they're going to have to make up some ground, the Gold Coast. What has been an impressive start for them. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a sec, Lindy. We will. We will. Thank you for joining the show.
We're also going to talk about the Brisbane game as well.
We will add that on as well. We're going to review the Collingwood and Essendon game first.
Oh, yeah.
The main attraction of the ANZAC round, which we will go to. And yeah, for this one, I thought this would have been a much more closer game to what this turned out to be. Especially we all knew Collingwood was going to win. Absolutely no doubt about it. But I expected a better effort from Essendon. They completely folded like deck chairs in the second half. Scott Pendlebury absolutely ran a mark. He got the Anzac Day medal, 43 disposals, 2 goals, 4 clearances. Over 300 metres game, 2 goal assists with 83% on time on ground. They're up in his minutes at the moment. He is playing like fine wine, Scott Pendlebury, in his advanced age at the moment. Nick Dacos got the 42, but yeah, just couldn't. His kicking was absolutely off with the 4 behinds. Just wasn't hitting the targets in the front half. But yeah, superb performance by Pendlebury. But gee whiz, I expected more of Essendon. I absolutely expected more. And it comes to my question, Lucas. Do we need to change the Anzac teams, or at least put Essendon aside? Because we know Collingwood, they'll always put on a show. They are the blockbuster team. They are the team you want to play prime time at the MCG. Do we maybe give it to a Sydney? Do we give it to a Geelong? Do we give it to a Hawthorn maybe? Because the last few years, it's all been Collingwood.
There was a game 6-7 years ago where Essendon were depleted because of the scandal with drugs and that, and they had to use top-up players. There was talk about it then. Should Essendon forfeit their spot? They kept on playing, didn't they? They played that game. They played that year. So probably not. You'd probably keep them. But having said that, can you play another game on Anzac Day? Can can you have a second game in the night time? So Essendon and Collingwood always at 2:30 or 2:50, wherever you're from in Australia, 1 a.m. in Perth. Can you have a second game?
I don't think so. I don't think so, Lucas. And why I say that is because they finish at about 5 o'clock at night, and you have your presentations and all of that. And the ANZAC Day game is a really, really hard ticketed game to get to as well, like the AFL Grand Final. And you're going to have to usher the people all out of the ground that have gone to see the Collingwood game. And then, for example, say, I don't know, Geelong, Brisbane are playing next. I don't think it works that way.
It doesn't have to be at the MCG. It doesn't have to be at the MCG.
Well, maybe Marvel Stadium, if that's the case, then. But yeah,
if my thinking that if the AFL want to promote the northern states, have it in Sydney, have one in Queensland.
Maybe change up the venues.
I don't really like changing the Essendon Collingwood game because you had the chance 10 years ago during when Essendon used all their top-up players, and you didn't do anything about it then. And you knew what was going to happen because the top-up players, the scandal was just before the season. So you had time to change that, and they didn't. But they made this game that both of these clubs put their hand up for it. No one else wanted this game, by the way. These two clubs put their hand up. They said, we're going to make it what it is. And it's been a tradition. I'm all for changing traditions, but I think this is one where I don't really want to touch it. This isn't really based on results. This is based on broadcasting, based on, ANZACs. So I'm okay keeping this game, but what I'm saying is I think we need a second game, probably in Queensland, New South Wales. If you really want to, opening round was a disaster. If you really want to promote New South Wales and Queensland, have an ANZAC game in Queensland, have an ANZAC game in New South Wales. Keep Collingwood and Essendon, and then at night time, you can have Brisbane versus Sydney. How good would that be? Brisbane versus Sydney. So it's not just Melbourne that is getting the fair share because of two Melbourne clubs, but you're bringing in Brisbane and Queensland involved. You're bringing in New South Wales. So more of the country can watch it. And today's game is all about broadcasting, Kyri. If you haven't got the broadcasting numbers, you're gone. Look at Carlton. They got about 20, Friday night games last year and the year before. Killed the ratings. Essendon remember when Essendon played Gold Coast? They had to move that game. The broadcasters didn't want that game.
No, they didn't want it, yeah.
So if you have a Sydney and Brisbane or Sydney and Gold Coast, preferably the bigger ground, Brisbane and Sydney, then everyone's getting involved. The northern states are getting involved, and the Melbourne states are getting involved because the two Victorian teams. So look, with Essendon, it is what it is. That they were terrible. Let's be honest. That they showed really good signs against Footscray. They bet out Melbourne, and we think, this game's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It wasn't after halftime. Completely just went back to old ways. The ball use was terrible. How do you let Dacos and Pendlebury just? I don't think Pendlebury moved outside the centre square. I didn't see him once outside that centre. Outside
he was just like a Rolls Royce. He was like a Rolls Royce in the middle of that park.
Is there any danger of someone picking him up? Sit next to him, for God's sake. Any chance? That's on Brad Scott.
Maybe in 2 weeks. Maybe it's Oshie Mullen that needs to put attention onto Scott Pendlebury.
Yeah, you reckon? Well, hopefully. Gee whiz. We're getting into another bloody 40 disposals.
But, it's like, but look, yeah, I think Collingwood will always get the ANZAC Day game regardless and all of that. But if we see more of these performances from Essendon next year and the year after that, I don't know. Maybe we need to switch it up. But at the same time, I'm happy as it is. It is a tradition. I 100% agree with you there, Lucas. But yeah, we just need to see it. We just need to see it from the Bombers because that was a really, really from a neutral perspective, it was really disappointing. Quick question: who is going to win Yeah, which we will go to Jizelenko, who is winning the showdown, Port or Crows. We'll go to that in a sec as well. Let's move on to we're gonna have to rip the Band-Aid off, Lucas. We're gonna have to rip the Band-Aid off, Lucas. I know you did your emergency space, but unfortunately that got taken down due to like copyright issues. So
we're going to talk about that by YouTube. So you can
we're going to talk about the game again. We're going to talk about the game again because we were there. We were there for this one. Geelong taking on Port Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval. We were looking forward to this one. You, me, Gary, all the other Cats fans coming to this one as well. The first 3 minutes looked really good. We kicked the first 3 goals. Everything looked well. We thought, here we go. Here we go. We're going to romp in. This is going to be great. And then, Mark Blitzarves, he as soon as he went off, we absolutely lost structure and composure there. And Port Adelaide, they flicked the switch. They literally flicked the power switch. No pun intended. But that's what it was. It was an absolute power surge. They had nearly 30 scoring shots, and they should have kicked straight. This should have been a 12-goal loss for Geelong with this one. I've seen plenty of Geelong losses, but I've never seen a loss like that. We were so bad. So bad. Like 13 points, we were down at halftime. I thought, all right, cool. I've seen patches of this. We'll be fine. We can come back and win. But there was no moment in that game where I thought, no, we're not going to come back and win this game. Like Port Adelaide, they were full credit to them. Josh Carr, he did his homework for this one. Mitch Georgiades, he could have broke that game apart within the first quarter. 100%, he should have kicked 10 plus. Like he was marking everything. He was like a prime Jack Gunston on an Easter Monday game. He plays like a Jack Gunston as well. Jack Henry just leaving so much space to his man, and I'm convinced he's carrying an injury. James Warple, he could fuck off back to the twos. You know what? Fuck off back to Hawthorn. I do not want to see him in Geelong, Guernsey again. Like he was absolutely atrocious. 12 disposals and 0 clearances. When you're supposed to, we're supposed to bring him in to win the clearances, get the ball out of there. He didn't do that. And Paddy Dangerfield, you know, I know what you're going to say. I've said it as well on some of the other Geelong shows, but I think he's done. I think he's absolutely done. Like, give him a farewell game, but that's it. He's done. He's absolutely done. When you have one disposal for the first 3 quarters, that's not going to cut it. And I don't want to hear this bullshit saying that he wasn't thrown into the midfield. You know, he was sitting in the forward pocket. Well, because he hasn't got the fucking legs to play the midfield anymore. That's fucking why. But partly to do with Chris Scott not changing up the midfield either. So it's fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. And you know what? It's going to be a danger game against North next week. We lose to North next week. All hell's going to fucking break loose. It's going to break loose. But that's my tangent. That's my Mars jumper punch tangent done. So, Lucas, your thoughts, mate?
Well, if we lose to North, you know, they fold the club. You know, fucking just fold them. But don't worry about making top 8, top 4. You know, that's the least of your problems if you lose to North. With all due respect to North, they have improved. They have that. You know, Giants in Canberra. That's also a fortress. They pushed them all the way. Probably should have won that game, North. They had a couple of umpiring decisions go against them in that game. They have improved, North. If you think Geelong are going to win that by 50, 60 points, you've got another thing coming. And you're very lucky it's not in Marvel. If that was Marvel, you'd probably lead towards North Melbourne.
I'll probably tip North if we played at Marvel, 100%.
Dangerfield.
In Tasmania, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Dangerfield, you know, we saw what happened with Duncan. You know, he went on too late. retired mid-season. Hawkins, he got his injury, but he never came back. Basically retired mid-season with that injury. Dangerfield is going to be the same thing, but his ego won't. His ego won't put up with it. He will go on till round fucking 24. He won't retire. His ego won't let him do that.
No.
If he had any decency in him whatsoever, any decency, I'd put it. He should announce his farewell this week against North in front of your home fans. Go out with some respect and with some dignity, mate. You're no good to us when you're like that. You're a liability. It's not.
Yeah. No, go on.
It's not just Dangerfield. It's anybody that plays like that. You're a liability. He's the captain of our club, don't forget. He's the captain.
100%.
He's the captain. Can't have a captain play like that. Jack Henry, my God, you might as well have had a traffic cone out there defending Mitch Georgiades. You would have had a better chance. It was absolutely terrible. Tom Stewart with his kicking again. We mentioned this in the Norwood game. The Norwood game, we mentioned this.
Yep. Yeah. His kicking was... I'm surprised. And I looked at the stats. I'm surprised he had 85% disposal efficiency. It wasn't like that. He was butchering every kick, and he's lost a bit of pace as well. Like he's leaving the meter to his man because he just doesn't have the space, the speed anymore. If this was the Tom Stewart of old, he can't beat his man. Bang, spoil, mark.
Yeah,
we're not seeing that anymore from Stewart. Yeah, he racked up a bit of the ball, but yeah, he just was an impactful Tommy Stewart, and he is in the twilight stages of his career. He's not young. He's in his 30s, you know.
Yeah.
We can't forget that he started his career late as well.
Yeah.
Patrick Dangerfield, which I'll also add as well. I spoke to Gary about this before the show too. He didn't notice this, but I didn't notice it, but he did. He saw that Patrick Dangerfield was having a laugh with his opponent, Alir. Are you kidding me, man?
Yeah.
Are you absolutely kidding me? When we are down by 5 or 6 goals, and this is our captain of the football club? That is disgraceful. Joel Selwood would not stand for that. I'm sorry.
He was manning up. He was. I pointed to you this on the game against O'Leary in the third quarter. I said to you, they're having a conversation here. So they were having a full-blown conversation, you know, before the start of the third quarter. You know, Graham Corns, the Channel 7 expert, said that Geelong were pathetic. He said pathetic. Yeah. And they were pathetic, Geelong. This was, and our fortress is gone. This is a fortress. This venue for us, that's now gone, in the worst possible way, horrible way. And we haven't even played Adelaide yet this year. Usually, historically, with Geelong, when they do have a bad loss, Kyri, they do come back. Which puts even more pressure on this week, because if they don't come back and they lose, well, that's the end, isn't it? That's it. It's over.
I'll go back to factual opinion. The way Bailey Smith has turned around with behaviour, he could be next captain. Thoughts? Yeah, I'm leaning towards that as well, because we thought Max Holmes would be the next captain, but at the moment, nah, he's not at that yet. Bailey Smith, maybe. I can't believe we're saying that as well.
He's the thank God we got him in the midfield, Kyri. Thank God he's the only A grader in this fucking midfield. Like Max, Kyri, let's look at other teams, all right? Let's look at other teams around the top 4. Let's look at Freo, Hawthorn, and Gold Coast to an extent. Right, let's look at Freo. Who are their improving players? Jordan Clark, he just won the Derby medal last week. Dudley has improved this year. Jaya Miss has improved this year. Tracy, to an extent, has improved this year. Gold Coast, Lombardi has improved this year. Petrarca improved this year when he was playing. Hawthorn, Wizard, Geneva, Cashier came back. He's improved. The big one, Mitch Lewis. They'd be stupid if they got rid of him. Hawthorn, with all due respect, they'd be stupid. But even he's improved. Who's been our improved players this year? Who's been our improved? Does Max Holmes improve from the grand final? No.
More backwards. More backwards. Ollie Dempsey has taken a couple of steps back. He was on Jacob Ware. Jacob Ware absolutely tagged the shit out of him.
Yeah.
No impact whatsoever. Sean Manor was missing in action
Manor's
again.
another one.
You know, who else?
Manor's really disappointing me. He's the one I thought, you know what, he's going to improve. He's going to go from, because last year he played A-grade footy. I thought, you know, he might take it to elite now. He might take that another step. He's gone backwards. Yeah. They've all gone backwards except for Bailey Smith.
Yeah.
Bailey Smith's the only one in that midfield on ball that has elevated his. If we didn't have Bailey Smith in this team, we'd be fucked. We'd be bottom four.
It'd be even worse. It'd be even worse. And like, you know, you wonder why. This is why we want to go for Zach Butters as well. He was absolutely electric. You know, 3 disposals a quarter time, and as soon as we took the tag off, he ended up with 27 for the rest of the game. You know, this is why we want a player like him, because I said this before. Not only he will be our best midfielder, but he will be our best player in the team. See, he's got the 30 disposals, but he is multi-time All-Australian, 3-time best and fairest. You know, Humphrey Bear, he was okay, but you know, had his good moments. But Jace Burgoyne absolutely pocketed him, didn't he?
Look at that fucking table. Look at that table. Yeah. Look at that. Look at Horn Francis, Zach Butters, Ollie Wines. And look at the only stand. Ollie Wines just tore us again in the inside, and the
Christian
only
Moraes.
one in the top.
Who the fuck is Christian Moraes, bro?
Yeah, what? The only one in that top 5, Bailey Smith. Where's Max Holmes in that top 5? Where's the Dangerfield in that?
That's the disposal count.
Yeah. That's disgraceful. They've gone backwards. There's no fucking improvement here. Hawthorn have improved their players under Sam Mitchell. Dry and Miss so Fremantle, Dry and Miss Dudley. Jordan Clark have improved. Gold Coast with Petrarca, Lombardi, Weller. Even Weller's improved. We've got no fucking improvement here. Where's our guys come? I thought Max Holmes would be elite. You said that as well. We thought he might be elite. He's gone back to B grade. He's absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking, Max Holmes.
Yeah,
he can't be a captain.
You know, I do agree with you, Jezalico, because every time I give my 3 votes every week, it's always gone to Bailey Smith, not just because he's been our leading disposal getter, but he has been our best player. He's going to walk in with the Carji Greaves medal with ease. I reckon he's going to break the votes as well. You know,
yeah. He's the only one getting 30 every week.
Oh, it's like bloody John Wall of the Washington Wizards, man. Well, we're not that bad. We're not that bad. But you know what I mean. But oh my goodness. But you know, yeah. And it's just
the Carmelo Anthony on the Knicks.
It's not that bad yet. It's not that bad yet. But oh man. But yeah, Lockie Jones on Jeremy Cameron, that was a tick as well. He ended up kicking the 3 goals, but that's his kryptonite, Jeremy Cameron, Lockie Jones. Like I'm convinced the reason why Jezza kicked 7 last year against Port Adelaide last year, it's because Lockie Jones went off with that hamstring, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, Lockie Jones, he had a bit of a slip up early in the game, and I thought, oh, here we go, Jezza's going to have a feast. But other than that, I don't know what happened. I don't know what Josh Card set a message and all of that, but yeah, he was spoiling. He was ahead of his man. He played like an A-grade defender, Lockie Jones. You know, he's a sample player at best.
Always does this against Geelong. He always fucking does this. Along with who's the other Port player I'm thinking of? He had a good game in Geelong a year ago. Jed McEntee. Another one. I know he didn't play. I know he didn't play tonight or Saturday.
He's delisted.
Yeah, another one that seems to do well against Geelong when he's playing. Is it just these scrubs that do well against Geelong?
Aaliyah. Every time we kept kicking it, Aaliyah. It felt like the 2021 qualifying final over again. I'm like, oh my god, stop bombing it, Lon. It's so easy for Aaliyah. He just keeps getting it. Stop kicking it to Aaliyah. Stop.
He's been shit. He's been shit this year, Liam. We make him look like fucking prime Silvani.
Oh, I was ripping my hair out. It was pissing me off.
All we did was just bomb it along, and he just kept on marking. It probably done Crows no favour here and putting him in form, but it's just an absolute joke. But no one's improved, and you got to bounce back. The next week it has to be it's a must win next week. You have to win. I don't care if it's by a point or 100 points. If you don't win, then you're gone. You're out. You got
I want 5 goals because why I say this, we have to make up some percentage because this was a lost opportunity for that one as well. Given how tight the top 10 is, we need not only we have to win, but we have to make up some percentage as well. Because especially the top 6, it's going to be so tight. I think we all know what the top 4 is going to be. It's going to be Hawthorn, Sydney, Fremantle, and Gold Coast. The rest is all free for all, I reckon. Yeah. So, but yeah, we have to win, but we have to win convincingly as well. But knowing Geelong, I know we'll bounce back. Historically, we always do, especially at Cardinia Park. Everyone's going to be at full voice for this one as well. But yeah.
The crowds, they're shit. Let's be honest. It's fucking shit down there. Their crowds.
But speaking of crowds, 41,000 at the Adelaide Oval as well. Good turnout.
That's
we
great.
thought it would be bloody 20k or 30k. Yeah, but
it was the perfect day. The weather was fucking. I wish we had that weather in gather rounds. We had this weather on Anzac Day, and we get completely fucked. So maybe we should have bought the rain here. Need to bounce back.
Moving on to the next game that happened on Anzac Day in Perth, Fremantle and Carlton with this one. Carlton put a much more spirited comeback than what Geelong did, that's for sure. But we all knew Freo were gonna win that one as well. I did not watch a single minute of this game, so just going to put the play stats through as well. But yeah, I think the usual players, your Caleb Sarons, your
your Brayshaws and Jordan Clark,
Brayshaws and all of that.
Fremantle did what they had to do, but Carlton were really competitive. If you look at this game on paper, you think Freo by 50, 60 points, the way that Carlton have gone. So credit to Carlton, they finally had a decent second half, or a very good second half. Josh Tracy.
Josh Tracy.
Yeah.
Shy Bolton, 33 and 2 goals too.
Yeah, Shy Bolton. So, Shy Bolton has had a good couple of weeks, actually. But no, Carlton play okay, just don't score. They did fucking better than what we did we? Against a far better opponent. But credit to Carlton. It's a positive. But Freo did what they had to do. Probably missed out on percentage, but that's all you can say about this game because I only watch bits and pieces of this game. So sorry, Carlton and Freo fans, if you're expecting a deep dive analyst, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't watch the game.
That's why you check out the jumper punch and all of that.
Go to the jumper punch. We were at the game, so we had no time for the Carlton and Freo game. We were getting angry and upset over Geelong to worry about that game.
Yeah, and trying to catch the train home as well, and fucking. That was a disaster itself, but that's another day.
Typical Adelaide Metro. Typical Adelaide Metro.
Can't bloody organise a piss up in the brewery, Adelaide Metro. So anyway, all right, let's get on to the Sunday ticket. St Kilda and West Coast. Ooh, gee whiz. Another disaster class from West Coast. 101 points. I saw bits and pieces of this one. I did see the controversial decision with Rowan Marshall getting that goal. Basically, Lindsay,
Might as well tell this because I didn't see this game at all. So go ahead.
The train got cancelled.
Yeah.
So ended up having to catch an Uber home because substitute buses, they never fucking arrive as well. So
it was it happened on my train. Yeah. So I went to platform 7, and then they said everybody gets off. Apparently the singles broke down. So we went to platform 5. We waited a half an hour. And then between North Adelaide and what's the next to Dry Creek or Oveningham, but it didn't stop at Oveningham. Between those two, we were fucking waiting in there for 10 minutes, and then we finally got going. So
wait, you were in transit?
We were in transit, yeah.
Oh, we were in transit. You were still at the platform, bro.
No, we were there on platform 7 for about 20 minutes, right? And then they said, go to platform 5. So every fucking body rushed out of platform 7 to go to platform 5. And it was stacked. It was absolutely stacked. Now, I got a seat because I was at the back of the carriage. So you only had to walk, it was better than being right at the front. So I got a good seat, where the Wi-Fi is, where you plug up your phone. But that was a 10-minute delay. And then we got stuck in transit between fucking Adelaide and Dry Creek for 20 minutes.
Wow.
And it felt like
I never left the fucking platform, mate. Because my train was like at 9:40. No, what was it? 9:45. I waited for about 5 minutes. Then it was 10 minutes. Then it was 15 minutes. Then it was 20 minutes. And they're like, attention all passengers. Unfortunately, services to Outer Harbour have been cancelled due to further notice, and we all got escorted out of the train, and that was it. So we never left the rail station at all, mate. So
that's why I didn't get home till fucking midnight.
Yeah,
because it's a joke.
Yeah,
because we were at Dry Creek for fucking 20 minutes.
Oh, did I? And I bloody missed the first 10 minutes of the Liverpool Crystal Palace game. Well, that's not true. I watched it a bit on my phone on the Uber on the way back, but.
Yeah.
But yeah, Adelaide Metro, sort your shit out. Sort your fucking shit out.
And I had to deal with the feral Port Adelaide fans, chanting, "We got the power to win."
I'm blessed. I didn't. I mean, I had a few naysayers like Carlton me and all that sort of shit. But yeah, it's yeah, that's right.
It didn't help that I had a One Nation family sit next to me saying, "When's Albo going to get popped?" That was the only interesting thing about it.
It costed $36, Lindy. So not like when I went from bloody Brisbane to the Gold Coast. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that costed me about $100, but but anyway, yeah. Yeah, but that umpiring decision with Rowan Marshall, was going to be paid behind, but he gets paid the mark behind the line, kicks a goal. Yeah. I'm not saying that would determine the game or anything and all of that, but they just need to review the arc and all that sort of stuff. And that's another day for that sort of thing. But otherwise, yeah, we could go through the player stats and all of that. Yeah, Wilkie got 20. Nasiah Wangan and Miller got 34.
He's having a good couple of weeks, Nasiah.
Dylan Dersma, 25 disposals. Yeah, it's just the youngsters at West Coast that are
I didn't expect this result, to be fair.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the 100-point shell.
I knew West Coast probably about 40-50 point loss, but not this margin. Yeah. Backwards.
I'm surprised Ross Lyon didn't fly the right flag after 3/4 time because unlike St Kilda get over 100 points, I'm surprised he didn't put out his VFL team after half time. So
bloody sit there and eat a sandwich like Bomber Thompson in the box.
It's Melbourne. Or was that Richmond? One of the two.
Yeah.
Just smashed in every single possible way. Yeah. And they've got some good players. Harley Reid, he hasn't improved this year. We said, maybe he gets down to Geelong. Well, no, he doesn't because he's terrible. Hasn't improved. It's in his best interest to probably leave that club. Why he would stay, I've got no idea.
I mean, Hogan. Oh, he got 20. He got 27. 7
27.
clearances.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm liking the look of Willem Dersma though. I think West Coast have got a good one in there, and that's another Victorian that they got to keep as well. So
I reckon Harley Reid should probably go to Melbourne. I reckon that would suit him there. Good coach, fixing up their culture. I reckon Melbourne would suit him. Probably up and coming. They're going to be around probably the next 2 to 3 years, pushing finals. I reckon he should probably go there. If I'm his management, I'll probably push him to go to Melbourne. The actual the club, not the state, but the club Melbourne. So
him and Pickett, 1-2 punch in the midfield. Fact shipping closes at 8. Well, no trains. Hey mate, when the Port Ferals are out, everyone hides. Well, Lindy, I was certainly hiding when the Port Adelaide fans were out. That's for sure. And I'm lucky I didn't catch the train because it is going through for those interstate viewers. I catch the Outer Harbour line that goes through past Alberton, that goes past Port Adelaide. I fucking cop it all. So I'm glad I caught that Uber home. I'm assuming it's the same at Elizabeth and all that sort of stuff because that's a Port Adelaide area as well.
With the Elizabeth line, you're not just putting up with Port ferals, but you're putting up with those kind of ferals from Elizabeth. Shout out if you're watching from Elizabeth. I used to live there. Don't forget. Gee, I wish I was. Having said that, I wish I was back there. Especially when you're driving at that time of night. St Kilda, Ross the boss. He's doing okay. He's doing okay. Should have won last week against the Crows. But he's doing okay, Ross the boss. Next game.
They're getting wins on the board, are they? So moving on to the next Sunday game for this one. Here we go. Lindy, your Adelaide Crows up against the Brisbane Lions at the Gabba. And what happened? What absolutely happened? I know Gary went to this game. Gary, if you're watching this show, and if you want to talk about this game because you were there as well, feel free. But it's we all knew Brisbane were going to bounce back with this one back at home at Brisbane, and Jordan Dawson back in this game as well. Kicked himself a goal, and we all knew it was going to be a spirited performance from him as well. But the rest of the boys, they just didn't stand up for Adelaide. Phil Thorpe has gone backwards.
Yeah.
Who else for the Crows? Like they just didn't have anyone else. Like
this reminded me of our grand final game. So Crows were okay up to half time. And then after the third quarter, Brisbane just went bang, bang. They kicked about 4 or 5 goals in 10 minutes. I thought this was a carbon copy of that grand final. And since then, the Crows didn't have that gear. They just did not have that gear.
Yeah, I mean, no one was on Lockie Neal. I thought he had fucking 17,
he had 40 touches.
He had 42. He was like, he took his own footy with him. That's how bloody good he was. Like, then you got your Ashcrofts and your Zach Baileys and all of that. All those players. Charlie Cameron, 4 goals, 1 as well. Thank God he's of Country Roads is his goal son now, so we don't have to hear that crap anymore.
I'm going to miss that. What's he changing it to? What? No more country. What? Are they disbanded or is he changing his song? What are we changing it to?
He's changing it. He does. He said, it's been overused and all of that. So thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
Now that's it's Britney Spears, and I don't want to keep Country Roads. Maybe a bit of Avril Lavigne. Maybe a bit of who sang that UFO song? In a UFO. You remember that song?
Oh, Sneaky Sound Systems.
Sneaky Sound. Maybe we get that going. Yeah, maybe we can get that going. Well, Latrell.
That's right. Taylor Walker. Bloody hell, he's talk about slow as a snail's race, like Paddy Dangerfield. Taylor Walker as well, like Absolute
He didn't
stinker.
play after half time. Was he injured? What? He didn't play a single minute after half time, I don't think. I don't know what. I didn't hear anything on the news today if he was injured or.
Neither did I. Yeah.
Rankin got a fine for he's lucky there. He got a fine for his high bump on Lockie Neal. I thought the AFL said, Lockie Neal got up and played, but I thought the AFL said we're not going to do that no more. We're going to make it on the action. Well, they just fined him, so looks like they've gone back on that one. Zach Bailey. That's by who sang that song?
That's Shawn Mendes' song, funnily enough, as well.
It is Shawn Mendes' song.
Yeah.
Should I play Am I Ever Gonna See Your Face Again?
Oh wait, yeah, fuck off. That should be James Warple's song.
Yeah.
I hope he's not watching this. Nah, he's not.
Don't ask for my invite anytime soon, mate.
I did get a photo with him at Gather Round, so
You did. You did. Just on that, again, they didn't go to the fucking cheer squad once again. This mob.
They don't after a loss. Come on.
Yeah. Well,
Port
at least
Port Adelaide didn't even do that either. So
Well, what cheer squad? They've got no cheer squad. They've got tarps.
I think you know what they did? It was the medals presentation, but we walked out on that. Like, who cares?
Oh yeah, we walked out on that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Jordan Dawson actually played well. He had 2 goals, I believe.
You're spot on, Gazza. Spot on there. Yeah, it is an indictment to how bad the Crows were. 100%.
He has a funeral this week, so he might not play in that showdown. That would be a big loss. That would be a huge loss.
And Walker did get injured. I checked as well.
He did.
So he's going to be out. So no Ranked, no Tex, and maybe no Dawson for the showdown as well. This is.
No, Rankin's playing. He got fined
for Port Adelaide right now as well. I think Port Adelaide, they'll win the showdown.
Yeah, Rankin's playing. He just got fined. There wasn't a suspension for his hit.
Oh, so he's playing. Okay.
Yeah. We like I said, the tribunal said we're going to do it on the action, not the outcome. So looks like they've gone. Like I said, they've gone back on that word. He'll play. Yeah, he'll play. See if Dawson maybe not Tech. So 2 of their better players. Still no Darcy Fogarty. He's up at the US playing golf. He's at Live Golf in Saudi Arabia playing with Brad Close. And after they're going to cross the Atlantic with Ned McHenry, and they're going to sail into South Australia with their fishing stuff. Maybe they can pick up Patrick Dangerfield doing some surfing. He was surfing in South Australia yesterday. He was doing some surfing.
Hey. Did you see? You saw his Instagram video, eh? We'll get back out there. You're bloody like Michael. What's his name on Damien Fasciani on Twitter? Patrick Fasciani.
How embarrassing, man! Get off the internet and fix your fucking body, you dickhead. The fog. Definitely Port Adelaide winning now. If the fog's coming back, definitely Port Adelaide.
Yeah, that's huge advantage for Port. Yeah. Curtin might play.
Curtin, okay.
He did play in the Sandful. I did see that as well.
Oh, okay. So he's back. He's back from the Sandful.
So he's back, but we'll see how he goes at AFL level as well. But yeah, that's this one. Last game of the round, and then we'll talk about a bit of other sport as well to round out this show because we just love sport. Anyway, this is GWS and North Melbourne for this one. Spirit.
That's the old man danger. That
spirited effort from North. Just couldn't get it done over the Giants. Apparently, Alistair Clarkson. I heard on the news this morning he was having to whinge about the arc and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah, there was a controversial moment with a North defender. I think it would have been Darling. He might have touched the ball. Fingers actually went back, the fingers bent, but the umpire still called it a goal. And Clarkson wasn't very happy. Probably punched another hole in the wall. But North, they're improving. They're really improving, North. They should have really won this game.
100%. Well, you could see with the score as well. Had they kick straighter as well. Like, yeah, Cooper Trembath. Wow, he was quiet.
Yeah, they got.
But you got Harry Sheasel. He's always going to get your 30+ disposal, your full disposals. 5AA was flat in the post-game matches as well. I think they were just expecting it, the result. The Adelaide Crows fans.
Yeah, by the way, Mum, that is Gary that you're talking to, if you didn't know. That is Gary there.
As you could tell, with a great man.
Yeah, with Gary Ablett Senior. Am I banned? No, you're not. No, I hope not.
Oh, no. Don't tell me you banned your own mother.
Oh, hang on. I've done no such thing. No, she's there. There you go. She's there.
Okay, yeah. No, you. Yeah. Oh, good. Can't ban your own mother, Lucas. What's going on, man?
Didn't do a thing. I accidentally gave Gary a band here. But we fixed that. But that's the chat's fault.
But Tristan Sherry, 25 disposals, 25 hit outs, 10 clearances. Now, this is going to be a big one as well.
Oh yeah. We got no ruckman. We've got no fucking ruck.
Can Mitch Edwards hold up to it, or do we bring Reece Stanley in for this one as well?
We should have fucking rested Edwards when we had the chance against West Coast. And now, because of Blitz, he may now have to actually play against one of the premium ruckmen of the competition. We should have rested him when we had the chance. This is going to do... he's going to dominate, Sherry.
That's why I think we bring Stanley. And honestly, Stanley should have played last week as well because, I mean, look, Mitch Edwards, he's a young ruck. He's going to have some good games. He's going to have some bad games. But unfortunately, on Saturday night, it was a bad game from him. He got out-muscled by Jordan Sweet and from Dante Visiting. There was one play in the forward 50. It was from our end into stoppage. He just got thrown like a rag doll, Mitch Edwards, through Jordan Sweet. And Jordan Sweet can bloody kick goals as well. Goodness gracious me. I reckon...
Another forward player for Port Adelaide that always does fucking well against Geelong.
Yeah. But, it's like... I reckon we bring Reece Stanley in for this one as well. For this too, we know Mitch Edwards is going to be the future, but let's be real. He's not going to play all of the games into the end of the season. And Stanley has been solid in the VFL as well. I think this will be a good for him. He's a good matchup on Cherry as well. I reckon we could play two rucks. If Port Adelaide played two rucks in Jordan Sweet and Dante Visitini, I can't say why not. We can either. Because we know I've seen Mitch Edwards in the VFL. He can float up forward too. Let's just do it. Let's just do it that way. But back to this game. Yeah, we all. This was going to be a 50-50 sort of game with this one as well. The Giants got up, but a very, very spirited effort from North Melbourne. And where are they on the ladder at the moment? Let me get the ladder.
Why don't we do the ladder? Since this is the last game, you might as well do the ladder and read out the whole teams, Kyri.
So we got the ladder. Sydney up on top, Fremantle second, Hawthorn, Melbourne, Brisbane, North Melbourne are
Melbourne's top four
for the top
Melbourne's
six.
top four.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep.
Wow.
Because they beat Brisbane the other week. Gold Coast Collingwood, Geelong, Bulldogs. So if we had the wild card this weekend, we'd be playing Collingwood at the MCG.
Oh, there would definitely be no watch along for that. I hope Collingwood win by 100 points. I'm not watching that shit.
Then to round it all, the rest, Port Adelaide just outside, much better percentage.
Yeah,
with 112 at 11th, St Kilda, Adelaide, GWS, West Coast, Carlton, Essendon, and Richmond, who are yet to put a win on the board for this one.
That ladder there. If you go back to the ladder, I think, but barring Melbourne, because I think they'll lose some games at the back end, and North. I think that 8 and around the 12th is pretty much spot on. I expect the Bulldogs, from the Crows upwards. I expect those teams to battle for wildcard rounds. I think the top fours,
100%.
Brisbane will take over Melbourne. Let's be clear about that. So I think the top 3 set for me. I think those 3 teams will finish top 4. Brisbane will overtake Melbourne, and then Gold Coast, Collingwood, Footscray, Geelong, Essendon, Port Adelaide, St Kilda, Adelaide. Those are the remaining teams for me that will go up and down throughout the year. Don't expect much from the GWS. They've been awful. GWS, terrible. Richmond, Essendon, they'll stay there. But I'll give Melbourne a shot. I think Melbourne might make wild card. They'll be around there as well. I think North will. Well, they've improved. I don't think they're there yet. But I think the top 12. Sorry, not the 8. Fucking 12. I think that top 12 is not that far off. It's not that far off.
I agree as well. And like I said this earlier in the show, I reckon it's going to be Sydney, Fremantle, Hawthorn, Brisbane Lions for top 4. No particular order whatsoever, but that's going to be the top 4 locked in. And then you got the rest, and the rest of it's just going to be free for all as well for this one. Too. Before we wrap up the show, we're going to do some other sports news because I felt like doing it. We don't just talk about footy. So
the Monday Sports Show, yes.
Other sports news. Let's go. So firstly, this is the reason why I'm doing this.
No, you need that. You remember the theme of Bart's Sports World or Bart's People in the episode Simpsons? Yes. and it's like Nielsen. It's like Nielsen's Sports, and he goes da 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 da. We need that.
I just put Lindy's comment on. Oh fuck!
What's going on here? If we're gonna get copyrighted, we're gonna get it again, aren't we?
This is why this is the curtains end of the show as well.
I'm so glad we're not in England with that comment.
But yes, we will talk about the NBA playoffs as well. But first, we'll talk about my Reds, my Adelaide United. They beat Melbourne City 2-1.
Get the shirts off. We don't do that because one player did that and he's fucking out in the final.
There's one player that did that. There's one player that did that. Luka Jovanovic, our striker who came off from the bench. It was 1-0 at that time as well. Craig Goodwin came on his first game back in God knows how long as well. Great to see Goodwin. Great ball to Jovanovic. He finds the back of the net. It's 1-1. There's a bit of a fight. He picks up a yellow card. But then all of a sudden, he kicks the winning goal into deep into stoppage time. He takes his shirt off. And what happens when you take your shirt off when you're on a yellow, you pick up another one, you are off, and you are suspended for the finals. So clearly a brain fade from him, a Shaqtin' the Fool moment from Luka Jovanovic. But we finished because of Auckland FC, their capitulation to Sydney, 2-2 draw in their game. That gives Adelaide the second spot on the A-League table. We get a home final. And more importantly, we get Asian Champions League football next season as well. So the first time in a decade, we are going to have the big teams from Japan, from Korea, from Saudi Arabia. We might be seeing Cristiano Ronaldo scoring a hat trick at High Marsh Stadium. Can you believe it, Lucas?
They will. They're going to finish first, and they're probably going to win the. They're in the final of the second. If you want to call it the Asian Europa League version, Asia 2, if you want to call it.
Yeah, Asia. I think it's called Asia Elite. I think it's called.
Yeah, they're playing Gamba. We know Gamba in Asian Champions League finals. So that's going to be a very big game. Saudi also, they actually won the real one, the first division one. They beat a Japanese team just last week. So the Saudis have now taken over Football Asia now. If you're sadly or whatnot, because it was dominated by Japanese football in the early 2000s, 90s, and then the Chinese took over with their blood money or whatever you want to call it. And then Saudi have taken over them, so they're now winning intercontinental championships. The Saudis, and Renato's Al Nassr's in the final against Gamba in League 2. So. But we could have here. How good that be? How good if you get Renato to High Marsh Stadium? It'd be like Will Smith out of a limousine with a camera.
We could Mohamed Salah. We could have Mohamed Salah. He's going to play in Saudi next season. Let's fucking go.
You're gonna get Sadio Mane as well. So,
I like Sadio. I didn't mean that. Yeah, I like Sadio.
So Renato would be like Will Smith in the back of a limousine with a camera, looking at all the events at High Marsh and around the city of Adelaide. I think we're getting down to a Rundle Mall, have a presentation, and give him a real.
This is going to be a Red Dawn exclusive as well. So.
And the only downside, it has to be at that awful stadium of High Marsh. Have it at Adelaide Oval.
Come on. Nah, come on now. There's no aura of soccer at the Adelaide Oval, mate. It has to be at High Marsh. Come on, mate.
Now, I'm telling you. Now, if who finished first? Newcastle. Now, if we win and Newcastle lose, that means we will if we get to the grand final, we will host it, and that will be at Adelaide Oval. If there's a grand final in Adelaide, it'll be Adelaide Oval. That's a fact.
What we can who's going to be playing then? That's the other thing as well, because it's on. I know that the weekend it's going to fall on, and here's the other catch, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to be at this final in 2 weeks' time as well, because I'm going to be in Melbourne for the Geelong Collingwood game. So at the same time, I'm happy we won. But I was hoping for a draw as well, so I could go next week for an elimination final. So
I'll tell you what, I'll go down there and fly the flag for you. It'll be probably the first time down there in fucking 10 years since the Champions League final.
Please do it for me.
Yeah, we'll do something. We'll do something down there for you. So have we got the A League? Have we got the A League ladder? Who's playing who? Have you got that, Kyri?
So we got. Well, firstly, it falls on around this weekend here. Port Adelaide have got Carlton on Saturday night at the Adelaide Oval. So should it be? Should we host it? I reckon it's most likely going to be on a Sunday twilight. I reckon, because that's what it was in 2016 as well. Yep. All right, let me get the A-League table here. Oh yeah, we'll just do Google. I reckon. Oh wait a sec, hang on. You guys aren't seeing it. Give me a sec.
Because we got a week off. We actually get the week off.
We have a week off, and we play the winner of Melbourne City and Auckland. And I'd rather us face City, but they're going to have to go to New Zealand to play Auckland for this one as well. So, where is it?
Don't tell me they haven't got it in. Oh, come on, Google.
Oh, they got the elimination fight. Let me just do the A-League website. They got the first week, but they haven't got the second weekend yet. So
we know Newcastle and Adelaide. they've got the week off.
Okay, so semi-finals. Yeah, we'll have to play. We'll have to play either, as I said, either the winner of Auckland and Melbourne City. It's most likely going to be Auckland, so might not be able to see a home final at all for the Reds because, yeah, but you never know. Auckland's form have been plucky as of late as well. They looked all certain to lock in the top spot again, like they did last season. But is it a crash out? Is it a late season crash out for them as well? But we will see for this one. So let's move on to other sports news. Back in the World Game, Man City and Chelsea in the FA Cup final. I didn't get the scores for this one, so I'm just going to have to get on my phone for the semi-finals. Man City beat Southampton 2-1. And Chelsea beat Leeds 1-0. And new coach as well for Chelsea, mind you. 3 days on the job. He's in his first final. And so far with Mikel Arteta, in his season, in his whole tenure at Arsenal, he's only got one final as well. So,
he's done what Arteta did in 3 days. Also, good news. Tottenham also won. Bad news. West Ham also won. So there's no change there. Tottenham. Well, they've got Villa in Villa, who are, and Villa have got something to play for. They're pushing for top 4. I don't see Tottenham winning that.
I think they're done. I think they're done, Tottenham, and
If they lose this week, which they probably should against Villa, and if West Ham and Nottingham win, it's over. That's done.
That's it. Yeah. But I was on my eye for that one as well for those 2 games. Yeah.
And make matters worse, Xavi Simons is out for the season. So they've lost one of their best players.
Yeah. So, didn't they lose one of their other ones as well? Like one of the centre backs?
Romero. So they lost Simons and Romero. So he also is going to miss the World Cup. I'm surprised Netherlands haven't declared a war on England. After that,
boo, Tottenham, boo. All right, NBA playoffs, which we'll go through as well. Magic beat the Pistons. I said this to you, Lucas. I reckon the Magic will upset the Pistons in this one. Like they're inexperienced, Detroit. Suns got blown out by OKC. That's going to be a sweep there. The Knicks beat the Hawks. That's tied 2-2. Timberwolves beat the Nuggets. Another upset on the cards. Minnesota, they're leading the series to 3-1. Yeah. No,
unfortunately, Anthony Edwards is out for the series.
He's out for the series, but there's one man that I'd like to talk about. That's Ayo Dosunmu, former Chicago Bull, my team, the Chicago Bulls as well. 43 points off the fucking bench as well. Absolutely seen him go, but that's another time to talk about. But gee whiz, I think Minnesota. I reckon they're a wild card for these playoff series as well. The rest of the games, which we'll show here, this has happened today as well. These first few games were yesterday. This is today. So the Raptors beat the Cavs in a close one. That's 2-2 now. I think that's going back to interesting series. I think that's going back to Cleveland. Trailblazers lost to the Spurs. They lead 3-1. I think San Antonio easy in that one. Boston blew out the 76ers. They should cruise past in this game as well. That was always going to happen. The Houston Rockets, they were on the verge of being swept by the LA Lakers. They beat the Lakers. No Kevin Durant in the team either.
The Lakers were horrible.
Yeah.
LeBron only had 10 points. It's like they didn't want to play. It's like they were content just to do it in the Staples Center and close it out there. But I was going to pin that comment. But yeah, that was a really weird night from the Lakers. They just looked disinterested, didn't want to turn up. Thought the Rockets would just disappear. Not the case.
Yeah, just not to be for the. But we thought yeah, we thought the Rockets were going to be gone for this one, but who knows? Who knows? Like that's the thing about the NBA playoffs as well. Like anything can happen. It's all theatric, and all of that. Um, but yeah, it is going to be interesting the next few weeks. Yeah, I mean, you think OKC they're going to romp through and win it again, like Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Also, if they give him the MVP again, I'm going to absolutely lose it. I think Luka Doncic, better season statistically and all of that. Gary, if you're still watching, you 100% agree with me on this as well. Like, you know, I don't know, but that goes. They don't give it to the teams that are in the top four. But no, I do. I'd like Wemby to win. I like Wemby to win the MVP for that one. He got Defensive Player of the Year.
Unanimous.
But yeah. But and you got Nikola Jokic in that in the top three as well. But I don't know. I think Luka was hard done by. He should have been one of the finalists, in my opinion.
This wasn't on the show, but the England marathon also happened during the weekend. And Mikel Arteta was actually at the London Marathon. He was classed under the bottling station. So you're more than. Oh, it's been a long show. Hasn't been a good week. That's all I got. That's the only joke I've got.
Yeah, it hasn't been the last couple of weeks. I mean, we're still trying to get over the result. Here to have a few laughs and all of that. But it's but yeah, in the world of sport as well. Any other things that haven't? We know. Liverpool beat Crystal Palace 3-1. Yeah. So Champions League football looks all but secured. And this is a shameless plug. If you haven't seen my match review, do go check it out on the Red Dawn. Subscribe to the channel.
Bayern Munich won. Harry Kane's now a two-time league winner.
Yes, he is.
So Bayern Munich have won the league title. So congrats to Harry Kane. He leaves Tottenham and wins 2 trophies. Could win a third. Could win the Champions League. Oh, Champions League is this back. Champions League is back this week.
Yes, it is.
Who have we got, Kyri? Who's our finalists or semi-finalists?
So Champions League, we got Atletico Madrid and Arsenal. Yeah, we got the Harambul between
I can't wait to get up.
Diego Simeone. And
can't wait to get up at 6 a.m. for that.
PSG and Bayern Munich. So
all
to play for the final in Budapest.
Yeah, I think the Atletico and Arsenal game, I think that'll be 120 minutes of football, 1 shot on target from each club, and we'll go to penalties. That's one game I will not get up for. But good Bayern and PSG. I think whoever wins that game will win. Will win the Champions League. We just said this. Ronaldo is on the verge of winning his first league title in Saudi Arabia. If they beat Al Hilal tonight or tomorrow, wherever you're watching from, they will win the league. So looks like the Ronaldo experiment has worked if they win it, and then they're in the League 2 Champions League final, Asian Champions League final. So. That experiment has worked. Maybe we need to get Ronaldo to the A-League. But he will if Adelaide United. Well, hopefully Al Nassr will draw Al Nassr in the pot, because you draw a Saudi team, you draw a Japanese team and a Korean team. So hopefully, maybe we'll get Gamba Osaka back.
I'll swear to God, if we play Gamba Osaka, I don't want to go anywhere near you. All right, I'm as an 8-year-old kid, I'm still feeling the reels from it as well. So
I went to that final many 2008, many years ago. I went to that final, 3-0. Well, we were never going to beat Gamba, to be honest. We punched above our weight in that tournament.
Yeah, it was 5-0 aggregate. So
yeah. Gamba, Japanese football back then was like Saudi now. It was they were clearly
the final was at High Marsh as well, Lucas. Didn't need to be at the Adelaide Oval. So
no, well, no, true. But well, if it was actually, if we did make it, no, we don't, because I was going to say if we did make it to a Champions League final, maybe it would be at Adelaide Oval, but it wouldn't be because it's now one league these days, which is I don't know about that. I don't like that. I'd rather the two legs. But in fact, it won't even be. It would be in a neutral venue because they do it like the European football now. They announce it. It's not home advantage. But no, only one A-League team has won the Champions League, and they actually managed to beat a Saudi team. That was the
West Sydney Wanderers. Yeah.
This is before the Saudis got all the money, by the way. So But they went to Saudi. I think they actually went to Saudi and they won. So they're the only Australian team to still win the Champions League.
Yet they can't win their own fucking comp as well, and they're bottom of the table.
They made the final, and we dealt with them 3-0 at Adelaide. That was at Adelaide Oval. That was a great day. That was a really great day.
That was a great day. That's nearly 10 years ago. Can you believe that?
The free kick. Who kicked that free kick? Was it SAS or Cusco?
Nah, Isaias. Yeah.
Oh, Isaias. Yeah, the Spaniard. Yeah. That was under. That was Joseph Gombao's team.
100%. Yeah.
And who was the coach? Guru Amule?
Yeah, Guillermo Amor. Yeah.
Yeah. The Barca legend.
Basically the Spanish Arne Slot. So, Gombau was our Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah. Did a bit like Bomber Thompson and Chris Scott. Chris Scott took over and took all the credit, but it was Bomber's team.
Yeah.
One flag since, mate. You're done. You're cooked. Anything else, Kyri, before we wrap up? Oh no, Kyri's frozen. He's gone. Kyri is gone. Looks like he's back. He's back. Kyri's back.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Kyri?
Hello.
We can hear you. Oh no. Kyri's rage quit. Doesn't want to hear all the Gamba Osaka propaganda. Were you born in Japan, Coach? I was not born in Japan. No, we've lost Kyri. Having been an admin, I will wrap up the show myself. Oh, fuck, what a disaster at the end. But that's all right. Thank you all for tuning. It's supposed to be his job, by the way, not mine. He's gone now. Kyri's gone now.
Hey.
There he is. He's back. He's back.
My fucking internet dropped out. What the fuck?
Internet. I thought. Oh shit. Oh, I thought I had to wrap up the show. I thought this is supposed to be your job. Now he's leaving to me.
No. I'm closing curtains here like this. Fucking hell. I don't know what's going on.
Good. Well, I was going to make you director of NBN, but we might have to rephrase that after that now.
Don't tell him my day job. No, it's all right. That's all right. Bloody hell.
Oh no! Well, I was going because I'm OEM. I'm the Office of Electrical Emergency, so I can boss anybody around. I don't. Where are we going with this? So I was going to make Kyri the director of the NBN. I'm not OEM, by the way. I'm not OEM, and he's not the director of NBN.
No, I'm barely even to that.
I said if I was director of OEM, I'd make him director of NBN. But after that performance, we're not going to do that no more. He can go back to being a rookie. A trainee. Wrap. This segment's gone very wrong.
This has gone down south like Geelong's performance on Saturday night. That has been the Monday FUNDAY show on the Geelong Zone. thank you all so much for watching. You will be able to see it on the replay if you missed it out. We'll show some of the other comments as well, but we are going to wrap this up. Thank you all so much for watching.
Before we go, he's going to Japan. He better bring me something back. He better bring me back some yen, some glasses from Japan. He better bring me something, man. I want to see something. Anyway, that is.
We need Jesus.
Yeah, that's a bit like Will Smith in the Bad Boys 2. You need Jesus. But anyway, wrap it up, Kyri, please.
Yeah, but that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for the match preview against North Melbourne over the weekend. But yeah, subscribe to the channel for more awesome Geelong content. And yeah, we will see you all next time. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.